NK Telco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school volleyball, where the Jackson Center Tigers will take on the Anna Rockets. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, and NK Telco. Welcome again. My name is Jeff Hench. Alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman, and we have Shelby County Athletic League Volleyball, where the Tigers and the Rockets square off in each of their second game of the season for each of them in the league. Brandon, these teams early in the season, a lot can happen yet, but the Tigers off to a good start. They're 2-1. Had a heartbreaking 5-game loss to a very good Marion local team last week, but look to bounce back after a big victory over Rushi. Look to build on that momentum here at Anna.
Yeah, you really look at this team. It's a veteran-led team here when you really look at it. When you look at the setters, you look at the outside hitters such as McKinley Reichert. You look at people like Macy Klopfenstein, Presley Reese, the 3 setters that they'll throw at you today, and Avery Jackson, Riley Barros, and Marin Ludwig. And when you see a veteran team for Jackson Center and a team coached by Kim Metz, that's always a dangerous combo.
Yeah, you got to expect, you know what to expect. Discipline, and what do you want to say? Rhythm, or consistency, and discipline, and fundamentals. That magic word. Now we flip it over to Anna. They come in with a record of 1-2. They've lost to some very good teams. Those 2 losses, Versailles and a very good Fort Laramie team in their Shelby County Athletic League opener.
Yeah, you start off on the wrong foot in the Shelby County Athletic League if you're Anna, but a chance to keep pace here. You got that double round robin. You got 11 games left to play here. You start off probably against, if you would have really put the preseason rankings together, I want to put the Fort Laramie Redskins at the top, probably the Jackson Center Tigers at number 2. So really, Coach Kelly Zumberger is going to find out where her team is at the end of August already here pretty quickly.
Well, you mentioned Coach Metz with a lot of experience. Coach Zumberger was a star here at Anna, played collegiately at Ohio State, and she's has some good coaching experience. So both these coaches can bring a lot of tangibles to their players, and the players are fortunate to have such great coaches to help guide them through their high school career to volleyball season. That will take a break right now, and when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and our opening serve here on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Anna. Jeff Henchen and Brandon Coleman getting ready here to meet our starting lineups. First, the non-starters. Here we go. Number 5, Kiona Settles. Number 7, Paige Guy. Number 12, Presley Reese. 14, McKinley Reichert. Number 20, Macy Kleffenstein. Number 24, Marin Ludwig. And the libero wearing number 2 is Grace Prenger, head coach of Jackson Center in her 36th season. Kim Metz, assistant coach Aaron Pence, and Tara Schuster. Again, 36th season for Coach Kim Metz, all at Jackson Center. We'll swing over now. We'll meet the non-starters for the Anna Rockets and go into their starting 6. Number 3, Elizabeth Stouter. Number 6, McKenna Pettis. Number 7, Brenna Cobb. Number 9, Izzy Jenkins. Number 10, Madison Mumal. Number 11, Ashley Garrett. Number 14, Callie Warmington. And Addie George is libero. She wears number 1. And the Rockets under head coach Kelly Zimberger, an alumni I mentioned earlier of Anna, in her 12th season. Assistant coaches include Danielle Reed, Madison Coverstone, and Macy Wiktrowski, the coaches for the Anna Rockets. And we'll go right now, Brandon, into our keys of the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Jackson Center Tigers.
Taking a look for the visiting Tigers, they want to control what they can control, you know, not let little things, maybe an officiating call that might not swing their way, affect them. They want to get a good first touch. A lot of coaches talk about that often, get in system. They want to focus on good ball contact to get that ball to their outside hitters.
And for the Anna Rockets?
For Coach Zumberger, they want to slow down the outside hitting. She knows the duo of Reichert and Kloffenstein will be very hard to manage. So they want to flow into their second key, which is scrappy defense. You know, they need to be able to pick up those balls and get in the system. They also want to be aggressive on defense because, like I said, Kloffenstein and Reichert, they're a duo, and they combined for 95 kills through their first 3 games, which is pretty impressive.
Well said. Those 2 young ladies are the leaders for the Tigers. Reichert at just under 4 kills per set, and Kloffenstein just under 3.5. Those are our keys of the game, brought to you once again by Keyhole Pizza. We're ready on cue for our first serve. And doing the serving for the Tigers will be number 24, Marin Ludwig. She's a 5'5" junior. She will be one of the 3 setters the Tigers will use today. She'll go in the front row and set, but first the Rockets on the attack. A good swing by Stouter, picked up by the Tigers. Kloffenstein's attack picked up. Stouter again. It'll drop. Give the kill to number 3, Elizabeth Stouter.
That's a nice set on the outside. Great defense there by Anna on that first possession by Stouter. And Stouter gets a nice swing on the ball and gets the first kill of the game.
Stouter leads the Rockets in kills at just under 3 kills per set. She now rotates back to serve. 94% accuracy for Stouter on the season. 34 out of 36 serving for the Rockets is Stouter. Oh, nice cut out.
Ooh.
Well, it caught me off guard as Kloffenstein cranked on that. I mean, she went from the right front to the left 10-foot line. It was called out on a sharp hit.
And they're going to talk about this one and see if one had a good view. I thought it looked.
It was quick. I didn't expect it. It went bang, bang.
And you know, those cross-court shots are tough, and they're going to rightly award it. And that's a veteran coaching move by Kim Metz right there. She gets red in the face and gets right in that down judge's ear, and she got her team a point.
And we saw a nice replay that the ball was in, so all things said, the right call was made. The Rockets go back to work. And I said that Stouter was serving. She was not. That was number 9, Izzy Jenkins. Stouter is still in the front row, so my apologies there. Reichert over. Rockets will get a set from Cobb. Stouter has been swinging freely so far, and she gets her second kill.
And it must have tipped a hand, otherwise it didn't cross, but another kill for Stouter. She averages 2.9 kills a set.
Now serving is the libero, number 1, Abby George, a 5'2" senior. Presley Reese steps in to set the second touch, and the attack by Paige Guy carries out of bounds, point Rockets.
Not in system there, and just had to jump and go long there.
And it all started, we have a non-setter setting the second touch.
Exactly.
This time Kloffenstein gets it up to Ludwig. Nice touch at the net by the Rockets, pushing it back to the Tigers. Guy's attack this time. Nice recovery for Guy after hitting one long. She comes back to find the left corner.
Yeah, and it's good defense by Anna, but Guy able to tuck it in that back corner there, and a nice swing on her end.
We mentioned Kloffenstein and Reese, or Kloffenstein and Reichert. Guy right there as well with about 1.2 kills per set. Serve put in play by Guy. Stouter off of the hands for number 3, her 3rd kill. She's had a nice start to game 1.
Well, you know who they're going to go to. Like I said, already eclipsing that average of 2.9 kills a set with 3 quickly. She goes in the back row now and serves.
Now she serves. She's 34 out of 36 on the season. Very good serving percentage at 94. Ludwig's attack is picked up by George. Into the front row, McKenna Pettis out of the front middle. Her first kill of the night. And a nice start for the Rockets, up 5-2 against the visiting Tigers.
Yeah, you can tell who's got the energy here. It belongs definitely to the Anna Rockets here early, Jeff.
A little bit of crowd involvement, too. The classmates for the Rockets have come out in support. And Reichert pounds one down off a deflection into the rafters. Kill for McKinley Reichert.
Yeah, nothing new here from McKinley Reichert. And she's going to be one of those players that's going to be barking for contention in SCL Player of the Year, and rightfully so.
Yeah, as we mentioned, veteran team. She's a junior.
Yeah.
She's been around forever, and she plays well. One of a couple underclassmen that have been around. Presley Reese also. Into the ball game now is number 6, Avery Jackson, a 5'4" junior. She will set. And I believe that was pushed over by, was it number 6?
Number 6 or number 7, I couldn't quite see who it was there from my angle.
I think it was Pettis. Kind of caught me off guard. I was looking at the defense where they were kind of maneuvering, and then the ball came over and caught me off guard as well. Cobb
Same for me.
For the Rockets. Reichert down the line, tough angle, boy, versatile. That's a tough shot. She hit it right on the end line for her 2nd kill.
Good call by the line judge, too, right there. You know, that's not easy being a volunteer, but McKinley Reichert did put that one in. Good call.
Reichert will now serve, 95% server on the season with 4 aces. Cobb with a set. Touch to the net, but drops, giving the kill to number 8. Ava Reed, a 5'5" sophomore, and 3 different Rockets have recorded a kill here. 6 of their 7 points have come on kills.
Yeah, and you were kind of wondering when they went to start her earlier, like, all right, she goes to the back row. Who do they go to? Pettis has got 2 kills, and now Reed joins the party.
Back set over to number 5, Suttles, picked up by the Rockets. Another good swing. This one picked up by the Tigers. Klopfenstein, her shot is kept alive as Lichtenberg, I think, there to push it over. Cobb pushes it over for the Rockets, back to Lichtenberg. Attack just misses deep. Good volley.
Oh, it's scrappy defense here by the girls in green here early. And Jackson Center's got to get some players over at the net, too. They've been slow there on that defensive side to help out.
Klopfenstein to Jackson, back to Klopfenstein, and she muscles it through a couple sets of hands. Her 2nd kill. Klopfenstein 2nd on the team at 3.4 kills per set. I mentioned earlier, McKinley Reichert just under 4 at 3.9 leads the Tigers. Serving number 5, Kiona Suttles. That one's in. Good call by the line judge. Suttles with a service ace.
Way by a nose right there, but another good line.
That is her first serve of the season.
Huh.
At least that's what my notes say. Boy, there's a nice strike, Brandon. Number 8, Ava Reed out of the right front.
Yeah, Reed, a letter winner last year, playing as a freshman. She plays on the varsity basketball team, too. You can just tell an overall athlete here for the Rockets.
Have to keep an eye on that. Again, that's Kiona Suttles, number 5, that served that ace, but that served there by the Rockets. I think it was number 8 there, Ava Reed, with the long or the deep serve. First service error committed by either team into the ball game as they've made a rotation out because Ludwig, number 24, she started the game serving. She is now back in. She'll serve out of the back and set out of the front. The overpass attack by Klopfenstein, no touch, it goes out of bounds. Missed opportunity there for the Tigers.
Well, and Anna read that overpass too, and really Klopfenstein didn't have anywhere to go with it. She just tried to slam it down, and it sailed long.
Yeah, I think wide left for her, but those overpasses can be dangerous, and Anna did a good job getting ready to defend it, but Klopfenstein just missed on the attack. 10-7 to score on the First National Bank scoreboard. Middle attack, Guy, number 7 with the kill. Good placement by Paige Guy. 5'6" senior with her second kill of game one.
Yeah, nice little tip there in the middle, too. And you're going to have to keep that Anna defense guessing. They have been good in getting to the net, though, and contesting Jackson Center shots, which leads into Coach Zumberger's keys to the game.
Klovenstein with aggressive serve, picked up by the Rockets. Kind of a down ball that was picked up, but the overpass will give Stouter her fourth kill. Good play defensively by the Tigers. I'm not for sure who kind of maybe pancaked the first attempt, but the overpass gave Stouter a good set, if you will, and here she cashes in for her fourth kill of game one. Serve there by Abby George. Reichert pounding down. Good rhythm offense for the Tigers.
Oh, and that's easy. Does it right there. McKinley Reichert, that's like clockwork, like that out of the left front for her.
And she gets going with that momentum towards the net, takes all that velocity going forward and muscles it, powers it up, the energy, if you will, to a good vertical jump, and she's a strong swing hitter and cashes in. Cobb will set. Tough angle for Stouter. It's played. Reese on the right front catches the top of the tape. Fourth hitting error of game one for the Tigers. So 4 attack errors have given the Rockets 4 points. They lead by 3, 12-9. Soft serve is dug up by Reichert. Reichert will hit it over. George with the first touch. Cobb, they go to work, and the attack from number 6, Pettis, carries out of bounds.
Yeah, not really the cleanest touch there by Jackson Center originally, but they get bailed out there with that long hit there by Anna.
Just a second mistake for the Rockets. They have 1 service error and 1 hitting error, so they've done a lot of offensive moves correctly and kept it in play. Serving now is number 6, Avery Jackson. Cobb with a nice set. Attacked by Pettis is touched, kept alive by the Tigers. Soft touch by Reichert. Good defensive play by Jenkins. Termination block.
Yeah, that's a great play by Reichert. She recognized she had the size advantage there and just got her hands up right there and gets the termination block.
Reichert averages a half a block per set. Gets 1 there to draw her team back to within 1. Right idea on the tip, but it goes out of bounds left. Attack error Rockets, and that ties the game up at 12 apiece. So Brandon, the Tigers have kind of withstood the Anna good start, and now they battled back to tie it up at 12 apiece.
Yeah, it was 8-4 at one point.
Service ace. Tigers, good serve by Jackson. And Avery with her 5th ace of the season. And a 1-point Jackson Center lead, 13-12. That one into the net. First service error of the Tigers. Both these teams serve very well.
Yeah.
Jackson Center 91%, and Anna 92%. So both teams keep the ball in play. Brenna Cobb serving. Talk about good servers. She's 100% on the season. Lichtenberg gets it off of George. D. Lichtenberg, her first kill of the set.
You got that left front to a just newly entered player who comes in for Presley Reese to play the front row.
Now serving will be Reichert. She's back now. She has 3 kills in game 1. Serving the ball here aggressively. Picked up by George. Cobb will back set. Good swing by Pettis. Lichtenberg out of the right front. Swing there by Reeds. Picked up by Jackson Center. Klovenstein. Touched by the Rockets. Tap. Back. Good volley here going on. Back row attack by Cobb is picked up by George, or by Prenger. And there's the attack kill. Point Tigers.
Yeah. Reichert right there with her 4th kill.
So
and that was just,
row.
Yeah, beautiful. I mean, set, and that's down at behind that 10-foot line, and it's a nice play.
2-point Tiger lead. Little out of system. It's going to be a free ball opportunity for the Tigers.
Things are going your way like that, Jeff. And timeout for Anna.
3-point lead, and you're right. Anna's going to take a precision strip timeout. We'll take one with them. You're watching high school volleyball here on NK Telco Sports. Welcome back from our precision strip timeout as the Jackson Center Tigers have battled back. They have a 2-point lead. I think it maybe said 3 at the timeout, but a good comeback for the Tigers after a good start for the Rockets. The Tigers have battled back and have had some good hitting from Reichert and some good scrappy defense and earned now a 2-point lead.
Yeah, it was an 8-4 lead there by the Anna Rockets, but a run here for the Jackson Center Tigers. And kind of that last play before we went to our commercial break, indicative of how this game's turned on its head. They were kind of out of system. Reichert, the set, Lichtenberg hits it rolls on the top of the tape and falls on the side of the Anna Rockets. So now the momentum shifted to the Tigers.
You mentioned the set there by Reichert. And I think there was a controversy or a scoreboard thing. I said it was a 3-point lead.
Yeah,
Something
I thought it was
now.
2. And they're going to give another point to.
Yeah, now it's, so I'm not real sure. Something happened. Now it's 15-14.
Yeah, something had to happen because now they're rotating the libero in.
Yes.
So I don't know if it's a rotation violation maybe on the Tigers.
But back to your point when you mentioned that Reichert had stepped in to set and then Lichtenberg's attack rolled across the tape and dropped in. Reichert, for being a hitter, isn't one of the 3 normal setters, but she on the season has already recorded, I believe it is like 17 assists. You know, that's just her being versatile, being able to step in and make good decisions even when she's kind of in the spot, if you will, to set the ball. As I'm looking for that right here. Yeah, 17 kills for McKinley Reichert. That's actually 4th on the team behind Ludwig, Jackson, and Barhorst. So pretty versatile players. The dust settles, 15-14 is the score. Anna serving, they trail by 1 after that error was discovered and recorded or reported. Cobb will down ball it over. Prenger with a nice touch. Lichtenberg right side. Picked up by Pettis. Battle at the net is 1. I'm going to say maybe it was had to been touched because it was 3 and 7 up there.
Yeah.
Or 31 and 7.
Yeah.
So Lichtenberg and also Guy combined as we're going to have another delay here as they're trying to figure out the rotation. And right now, Guy, number 7, goes back to serve. Currently, it's 14-16, or 16-14 in favor of Jackson Center. While we have a moment here as they go through that, we'll announce some of our other sponsors that allow us to bring you these games, and that includes Carriage Works, Chiltex LLC, Cy Sweeterman, Dickman Supply, Elmwood Assisted Care, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, and WCSM. Additional sponsors we'd like to recognize to help us bring you these games, as they will say that ball went out of bounds, so attack error. Or maybe it never cleared the net because
yeah,
it
I don't think it
out.
ever cleared the net. That net's shaking pretty good.
And usually when you block it, usually there's some celebration going on.
Yeah.
Guy, or no, I'm sorry, number 5 settles with the serve. 3-point Tiger lead, free balled over. Jackson will set middle. Guy with a swing, out of bounds. Probably Brandon a break for the Rockets after giving Jackson Center a free ball.
Yeah, you have to be able to match the air, get in system like they were early on. They've struggled to get a good first touch here these last few possessions.
Yeah,
and
the way
really
they started off with attacking,
yeah.
only got some points. We haven't had many kills from the Rockets recently. They'll have to play defense first. Middle attack, Klopfenstein picked up by Cobb, I think got first touch. Down ball over by Stouter. Klopfenstein. Down the line, out of bounds, attack error. Jackson Center, that's their 6th attack error here in game number 1.
Jackson's gotta take advantage of these free balls that Anna's giving them, because they've just given them 2 attack errors when Jackson really could have possibly blown this open late.
Officials timeout as Anna ties their shoes. I can't quite see who that is, number 14, Callie Warbington. And now serving for the Rockets. They trail by 1. He's number 8, Ava Reed. Lichtenberg's been pretty active in that right front. This one carries long. Another attack error for the Tigers. 7 attack errors plus a service error, Brandon. The Tigers uncharacteristically 8 mistakes here in game 1. Almost half of Anna's points coming from those mistakes. George with the first touch. Outside back row attack. And that time the net wins the battle. As at first I thought it caught tape and rolled over.
Yeah, and it's just those attack errors are adding up here. Jackson Center's got to clean this up. It's getting late in this set.
Anna back to a 1-point lead. Reed continues to serve. Guy, her attack picked up by George. Tough play, Warmington left hands it over, played by the Tigers. Klopfenstein, strong hit is played by the Rockets. Good swing by Stouter, picked up by the Tigers. I believe it was Reichert. Close to the net for Warmington. And Warmington,
I believe Klopfenstein was the one that got a hand on it.
We'll give her a termination block for Klopfenstein. I was watching Warmington, who kind of went down awkwardly.
Yeah. It's kind of one of those plays at the net where it's just a little awkward. You're trying not to get spiked on, and Jackson had the upper hand.
Warmington takes the second hit and goes over with it. Touched at the net, kept alive. Warmington left-hander again, touched back.
Crossed.
And they'll say it never crossed, so that's 4 attack errors here in game 1 for the Tigers. They now, or for the Rockets, they now trail the Tigers by 1, 19-18. Marion Ludwig with the serve. Nice spot. That ball was in, a kill by number 3, Stouter. That's her 5th. She got her first 4 pretty quick, Brandon.
Yeah.
We haven't heard much of her name recently, and that time got a good swing on it.
Yeah, she was a huge factor in why the Rockets started so red hot in this first game, and she gets a nice kill right there.
Number 9, Izzy Jenkins, tied up at 19. Ludwig will bump it up for Reichert. Her attack picked up by Mumal. Again, the ball doesn't break the plane of the net. Hitting error, Rockets, point, Tigers.
And on a couple of those where they just haven't crossed, and now Jackson's getting their blockers quicker to the net.
Now, there wasn't much room for it to go when it was kind of had trouble, never made it over. The overpass results in a nice set for Reichert. She makes the Rockets pay. A 2-point lead, and we have an Anna timeout on the court, a precision strip timeout. 21-19 here in game number 1. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Welcome back here to game 1 of our NK Telco production. I'd like to thank our cameraman, Mark Fissel, bringing you the camera action tonight. Our directors tonight, Austin Ambergy, and Assistant Director Scott Robinson. I'm Jeff Henschen. Alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman, bringing you this high school volleyball game. We're in game 1, a 2-point Tiger lead. Touch at the net on a Stouter attack, so give the termination block to 7 and 12, Ludwig and Reese. And it is now a 3-point Tiger lead.
It's like I said, the Tigers are getting those blockers to the net faster, and that's been huge for them.
Boy, tough serve by Klopfenstein. It'll short hop Mumal. That'll be a service ace. Macy Klopfenstein, her 5th of the season. A 4-point lead with just 2 points remaining for the Tigers to take game 1 here at Anna. Klopfenstein again, top spins it over, another tough spot. That one will carry out of bounds. Back-to-back service aces, Macy Klopfenstein.
We talked about Anna's sloppiness at times, but their service game, 4 aces compared to the Rockets, none. That's been huge here, especially late and pulling away and getting into game point.
Tigers playing much better here as of late. They have a lead, looking to close out game 1. Middle attack, good swing by number 11, Ashley Garrett. Cobb finds a hole. Good decision there by 5'5" senior setter, Brenna Cobb.
Yeah, that was a nice move there by Cobb to get that over and a nice set.
Even the play before, Garrett had a nice swing on it. Jackson Center kept it alive, but Cobb wins it, keeps her team alive. They trail by 4. Reichert, her ball is touched. Middle attack. Again, it'll drop. I believe Clemenstein might have bumped that one over. That'll go for the kill. It falls in the Anna defense is in between them. That's the game winner, 25-20. Game number 1 in the books. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have game 2. High school volleyball here on NK Telco Sports.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
NK Telco Sports welcomes you back to Anna High School, where game 1 is in the books, and it was the Jackson Center Tigers coming from basically behind Brandon and then finishing with a 5-point win over the Rockets on their home court. Thoughts on game 1?
Yeah, you know, I mean, a hot start by the Rockets. The Tigers get back in it. The Tigers then struggle, a lot of errors, but they pull away. I think the difference at the end was the serving. They had 4 service aces compared to the Rockets having none. And they were able to get the blockers there at the end, too. Anna has no blocks, and there's a couple combo blocks, a couple solo blocks for the Tigers in that game 1. That's been the difference, the service, aces, and the defense at the net.
Yeah, I think those points you mentioned, 4 from serve aces, and I think unofficially 4 blocks per point, so that's 8 compared to the Rockets, who got 0 and 0 in these categories. So it was a good ball game. The Tigers battled back, and leaders attacking for the Tigers so far in game number 1. I have Reichert down as 5 kills, and Klopfenstein with 3, and for Anna, Stouter with 5 leads the Rockets.
Yeah, and that's what I have too. But you know, Jackson, you try to still cut the mistakes down. If you're Anna, you want to go back to that scrappiness that you started game 1 with.
Yeah, they really had a lot of energy. Anna only had 5 errors, 5 mistakes, if you will, in game number 1. Jackson Center had 9, but they were able to overcome those and get the win. Nice touch by the Rockets on the Reese attack. Free ball over, a chance for the Anna Rockets to go to work offensively. Middle attack scored. Number 3, Elizabeth Stouter, a 5'8" junior, gets her 6th kill of the match. And again, the free ball, Brandon, by Jackson Center. Anna took advantage of it.
Yeah, and they didn't really do well with that the first set, but Stouter there, that quick set in the middle, pretty deadly.
Jenkins with the serve. Klopfenstein gets it back. That attack carries long. Attack error, Tigers. And you can see there the first touch by Klopfenstein was off the mark. Reese had to kind of bump it to save it, and then just kind of threw the rhythm off, and that resulted in the attack error that went long. Jenkins, a 5'7" junior, serving for the Rockets. Klopfenstein, touch back, and the first termination block of the ball game for the Rockets will go to Stouter.
Yeah, and there we go. That's exactly what we said. We said you need to play bigger at the net. They get a termination block there, their first of the game. They're off to another red-hot start here as Anna.
Jenkins, a very good server, 97% on the season. She came in 46 out of 47, only one missed serve. And Reese responds with a ricochet shot down the line off of a rocket.
Interesting, they go to Reese here quickly. She didn't touch the ball really at all as a hitter.
Not in game one.
They changed that up. Maybe they see how they hit, and they change it up a little bit, and Reese gets her first kill of the game.
Klopfenstein, good aggressive serve. Overpass. Again, taken advantage of by Reichert. She made sure it has to cross the net on those overpasses because it's not the third hit. And she did exactly that and really gave the Rockets no chance.
Yeah, the second time they did that, and that designs to get that ball her way.
Klopfenstein's serve carries out of bounds. Just the first serving error of the, second. Jackson had one in game one, and now that one here in game two. A 91% serving accuracy team on the season. Anna a little bit better at 92, so pretty good serving teams here in front of you tonight. As Reichert ricochets one off of Cobb. And Reichert continues to hit well. She comes in averaging, as I mentioned in the pregame, just under 4 kills per set at 3.9 and a pretty good hitting percentage at 248. Guy with a serve picked up by number 9, Jenkins. Swing by Stouter, one of a few times she's not crossed the net, and an attack error gives the Tigers a point.
Yeah, and just kind of a tough angle there. She saw Reichert coming through there on the defense, and she tried to get it, tuck it in, cross court. Yeah.
But hit it down low, and the net caught it. George with the first touch. Getting the ball over was Pettis. Tipped by Reese, is picked up. Cobb will set middle. Pettis again, number 6 for the attack. Reichert tips it over. Cobb back to Pettis. Off of a couple players, stays alive. Ludwig. Heads up play by the setter, had her shoulder square to the net, and she had good court vision and allowed her to push it to the open spot deep right for a kill by Maren Ludwig.
And that's why they say never give up, right? And that's a play that gives the Jackson Center a lot of momentum here.
Yeah, I thought it ricocheted off of a head maybe, and I thought it was going down, and Ludwig was there and had great court vision. Swing by the Rockets, picked up. Touch back against the Reichert attack, and Ludwig again will try to place it, this time picked up by George. Anna keeps it alive. Tip picked up by Cobb. Cobb will attack. Long volley ends in a Reichert hitting error. Good play by both teams, but had a lot of scrappiness there, Brandon.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Coach Zumberger talked about. You had a play that didn't go your way, but you play scrappy defense, and eventually an error is forced to tie the game at 5.
Stouter serving for the Rockets. Ludwig will go to Reichert in the middle, and Reichert, short memory on the attack. Last time that went into the net, finished with a good attack there for her 8th kill of the match.
Yeah, she wasn't going to be denied there, and now 8 kills on the match for Reichert leading all kill getters.
I mentioned short memory. You need to have that. Not every hit's going to be a home run. You got to eliminate the mistakes and forget about them and continue to swing. Cobb runs it down, sets it outside to Reed. Played over by the Tigers. Good momentum again. That one caroms well across the court, out of bounds. Attack kill for Reichert.
And you talk about having a short memory. It's kind of like a hitter. At the plate, you got to have a short memory if you had a couple hits or a couple at-bats that didn't go your way. And nice job by Reichert. He kills back-to-back points.
Good touch at the net by the Tigers. Rockets will play it on the back row with a back row attack from Stouter. That one carries long. And now it's a 3-point Tiger lead, 8-5 here on the First National scoreboard, or First National Bank scoreboard. Serving for the Tigers is Riley Barhort. She's one of those 3 setters we talked about they'll use. This is her right here, setting back to Lichtenberg. Dug up by George. It'll not be playable. And Dee Lichtenberg with her 3rd kill of the match. Coach Kelly Zumberger will take a timeout, precision strip timeout on the court. You're watching high school volleyball here on NK Telco Sports.
We are here and here and here. And Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Anna, where the Jackson Center Tigers have a 4-point lead here, 9-5. Coach Kelly Zumberger needs to stop the momentum. Brandon, first, the Tigers have been rolling here. The Rockets are going to need a good stop following this timeout.
Yeah, they are, and that's really what Jackson Center, they had better attacking, they had better blocking, better serving that first set, but they had a lot of attack errors that really kind of kept Anna hanging around. You knew if they cleaned that up, maybe they'd run away with this second set, but Anna needs to regroup here, get back to that scrappy defense that they played early on in set one.
Point Rockets, as there's a touch, give the kill to Ava Reed. Pretty good offense there. Bang, 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 and the Rockets get what they needed, and that's a point following the timeout. Serving now is Brenna Cobb, number 7 on the roster, a senior setter for the Rockets. Reichert hangs in the air, allowed the ball to come over her right shoulder, or to her right shoulder, but she made a good swing on it for her 5th kill of game 2 that gives her 10 in the match.
Hey, you gotta keep track of her at all times. She's left front, right front. Probably not her strongest side to swing from.
Too.
Yeah.
Just because she's in the right front, she isn't going cross court. She went kind of down the line as that one serves out of bounds. Just a rare mistake. That's just her 3rd service error on the season. She came in at 42 out of 44 for 95%. She doesn't hit many in the net or out of bounds serving, as the Rockets will take advantage of that. And get an attack here from Lichtenberg, picked up by Cobb. Somebody else will stead into set, and that's Warmington will get the kill. I believe it was Stouter that kind of stepped in, or Cobb had to go on the ground to get the first touch.
Yeah.
And I believe it was Stouter that kind of bumps it over to Callie Warmington, and she gets her first kill. Serving is Pettis. And that'll be a service ace for McKenna Pettis.
First service ace of the game for Anna. And they're right back in this ball game.
Yep. McKenna Pettis, her 2nd ace on the season, a 90% server. Picked up by Grace Prenger. Nice shot down the line off some hands. Number 5, Kiona Suttles, her first kill of the match.
8 different girls from Jackson Center have a kill in this game. Pretty impressive that they can hit you in multiple ways.
Yeah, including Marin Ludwig, remember the setter out of the back row, recorded a kill. One of those 8 girls with a kill. Stouter with a tough shot, got it over. Guy rolls it over. Chance here for the Rockets to go to work. Touch to the net on the Garrett attack. Lichtenberg. Net violation on the Rockets. Give the kill to 31, D. Lichtenberg.
Coach Zumberger, I don't know if she's not our team, but we haven't seen really any net violations either. Both teams playing clean at the net as well.
That was the call, correct?
Yeah, okay. I believe so. They flashed number not. 10.
The ball never lies, but Suttles with the serve in the net. 3rd service error of game 2 for the Tigers. 2-point deficit faces the Rockets. Serving is number 8, Ava Reed. And there's a service ace for a sophomore, Ava Reed, her 2nd of the season.
Yeah, definitely what Anna needed to get back in this game is a couple service aces right here.
Well, they didn't have any in game 1.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any blocks in game 1, but they do have a termination block here in game 2. Lichtenberg hits it over. Warmington with the first touch. Cobb sets up Stouter, a good pound, and it is in bounds.
Nice resiliency here by Anna here early on, or midway through this 2nd set to knot it up at 12.
Stouter definitely can bring the RPMs on the old attack there. She now has 7 kills, 5 in game 1, 2 here in game 2, and as Brandon mentioned, more importantly, ties the game up at a dozen apiece. Klopfenstein hits it off the net and in, so give Macy Klopfenstein a kill. It was kind of awkward, but I thought the ball landed in. I don't know how it got there, but
I think they may be saying it was a touch to the net.
Well, but it landed in. I thought it landed in.
Okay. That was tough from our angle up here, I guess.
Serving is Ludwig. Down the line. Cobb reaches above her head to get it. Stouter hits it over. Reichert there to recover. Back corner in for Klopfenstein. Back-to-back kills for Macy. She now has 5 on the match.
Halfway to double digits. She gets 2 kills here quickly after having 3 in set 1.
She averages 3.4 kills per set. And Ludwig, a 93% server, puts the ball in play. Warmington with the left hand over on 2. Klopfenstein has been hot. Into the ceiling, played by the Rockets. Cobb will push it over. Ludwig to Guy.
Outside the pole.
Outside the antenna, the set. Little out of bounds, if you will. So a hitting error for the Tigers. And Anna now serving. That'll be number 9, Izzy Jenkins, a 5'7" junior. 97% server on the season. Just missed 1 serve so far in the season coming in. 46 out of 47. Klopfenstein will hit it over. Boy, I thought it was maybe going to be a free ball, but turns out to be a pretty solid hit by Klopfenstein.
Yeah, I was going to say, she got actually a good smack on that ball, and just to get it over with, you'd think you'd just play it. Yeah,
I thought for sure it'd be an easy one, and boy, she went very aggressive at it. A lot of confidence in her swing. Now 6 kills, and she will now serve. Cobb out of the middle, attack from Stouter is good. And number 3 with 3 kills in game number 2.
Stouter up to 8 kills now on the night.
1 point Tiger lead. Serving now is the libero, 5'2" senior Abby George. 5 aces on the season, a 91% server, puts it in play to the other libero, Grace Prenger. Guy with the attack picked up. Cobb runs it down. Stouter again.
Man, when in
She's
doubt,
not had many miscues tonight.
No. When in doubt, you got to Liz Stouter.
And she is in the right front. So this will be, you know, when you like to keep her in the front row forever, but she's going to have to, oh, yep, she's in the right front. So she'll come out, rotate back row, next rotation. Reichert will catch the dust on the end line.
That's a good call there by the back judge. And
again, that's tough. I mean, it's easier, I think, to call them up here from that angle versus being bang, bang, trying to see it. But for Reichert now, 11 kills, 6 in game number 2. A 1 point Tiger lead. Push over by Stouters, played by the Tigers. Ludwig will set Reichert. That one out of bounds. Attack error, Tigers. And that ties it back up to 16 apiece.
And it's interesting because they put Klopfenstein and Reichert next to each other, so it's like, who's going to get it? And Reichert sends it long.
Ava Reed, a 5'5" sophomore, into the front row for the Rockets, and Stouter will serve. 16 all. Middle attack, Reichert trying to find a space. Good recovery by Abby George. Net violation on the Rockets.
Yeah.
So the attacker, number 8 signal went up as Ava Reed must have caught tape in her follow through.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Right in that follow through is absolutely right. Her wrist came down and smacked the top of the tape.
Number 9, serving. She's a 5'4" senior, Riley Barhorst. One of the 3 setters that Brandon and I talked about between Ludwig, Jackson, and Barhorst. That attack into the net. And now a 2 point lead is, again, Barhorst will serve. 89% server on the season. Her team leads by 2, 18-16. Good swing by number 6, McKenna Pettis.
That's a nice swing right there for Pettis. And
pretty good offense.
Yeah, the juniors now got 21 total kills in the season.
Cobb will serve. The Rockets run a 5-1 offense. Basically, Cobb is the lone setter. Reichert out of the right. Tries to go down the line a little bit. That one carries out of bounds. 5th attack error of game number 2 for the Tigers, along with 3 service errors. So again, they've had some hitting errors, 8 of them. Game's tied 18 all. The tip by Suttles, picked up by Anna. Bump set by George. and the kill by number 8, Ava Reed. The Rockets take a 1-point lead, 19-18.
Boy, and you take that 9-5 lead there, and Coach Zumberger took that timeout. And ever since, Anna has played really crisp.
Cobb with a serve. Klopfenstein, Barhorse, Reichert. Touched, slowed down momentarily by the Rockets. Back row attack for Cobb. Barhorse will bump set to Reichert. Touch at the net. 9 and 14 will combine. Izzy Jenkins, Callie Warbington, termination block, 2018. Coach Metz, precision strip timeout will be called. You're watching high school volleyball, NK Telco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
20-18, Rockets lead here in game number 2. They trailed in the match 0-1 as Jackson Center took game 1, but boy, Brandon, right now the Rockets, a lot of momentum, got a termination block, and have been serving well. Actually have 2 blocks in this game, a couple service aces, something they did not accomplish in game 1.
Yeah, that stuff and just efficiency too, avoiding the mistakes has helped Anna here huge in set number 2, Jeff.
Reichert's attack is touched at the net. The Rockets will get an attack from Warbington. The left-hander will win it. Makes it nice for Callie Warbington. The left-hander hit out of the right front. And she now has her team up by 3. Still some work to do for the Rockets if they want to close out game 2 and even the match at 1 apiece. Cobb with a serve to Reichert. Barhorse, middle attack, settles. Bump set from George. Tipped over. The Tigers can go to work now for Lichtenberg. Down the line. Good decision by Dee Lichtenberg. And the 5'5" junior, her 3rd kill.
Yeah, I actually have her down for 5 kills, Jeff.
5 total, 3rd here in the game.
Yeah, and 3rd of the game, yeah, and 5 kills total. And she's played nice in the limited action she's got.
She plays primarily in the right front. And boy, that's 2 service mistakes. I mentioned earlier, Reichert came in with only 2 service mistakes on the year, 42 out of 44. 2 here in game number 2. 3-point lead for the Rockets with 3 to go. Barhorse back to Settles. Played up by Cobb. Cobb will push it over. Nice spot back row. Klopfenstein will free ball it over. An opportunity for the Rockets. Middle attack is touched back by number 5. I believe she went up by herself.
Yep.
Kiona Settles.
Yeah, that's exactly what Jackson needed, a big net play there. And I believe they get Reichert back in the front row in this rotation, maybe?
No, she just served one to the net. I think she's
bad.
Middle back.
Yep, you're right, my bad. Klopfenstein gets in the front row.
2-point lead as the Rockets couldn't take advantage of the free ball by the Tigers, and there's a tack error, not a follow-through swing, if you will, by Stouter. Kind of a tough shot back there, and she went way soft, and
yeah,
the Tigers have now trailed by 1, 22-21. Cobb will set to Warbington, and that one off a couple hands of the Tigers. That'll be a Warbington kill, her 3rd of game 2.
Can't talk about how big Callie Warbington's been coming up here lately.
Yeah, she's done some nice things.
Yeah.
2-point lead with 2 to go for the Anna Rockets. Serving is Reed. Klopfenstein will down ball it over. George will set to Cobb. Tough angle for her to hit. She gets it over. Reichert, nice back set to Klopfenstein, and talked about the unofficial 4th setter. Boy, it's nice to have Reichert in there. She back set that to her class, or to a senior, Macy Klopfenstein, who records her 4th kill of game 2.
Yeah, that was a nice swing there by Klopfenstein as well, and got it, tucked it in there. Now 23-22, it's getting interesting.
Ludwig serving for the Tigers. Cobb with the first touch. Warbington will set. Stouter back in the front row. Her ball's picked up by Reichert. They'll go middle with a swing there from Garrett. Klopfenstein gets the ball to drop kill for Macy Klovenstein, her 5th kill of game 2. And we're tied up 23 apiece. Coach Zimberger will take a precision strip timeout. We'll keep it right here, and that'll give me a chance to remind you at the score 23-23 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Our other sponsors, such as Keyhole Pizza, they sponsor our keys to the game. Precision Strip, they are sponsoring the timeout that we're in right now. And at the end of the match, Brandon and I will select a player of the game from one of these 2 NK Telco teams, and that is sponsored by NK Telco. So again, thank you to fine sponsors allowing us to do this. And tonight is Shelby County Athletic League Volleyball. It's the 2nd league game for each team. And we're at Anna, and we've had a good battle so far, and it might go on for a while too.
Yeah, this has been a great battle. This second game is really our Shelby County and MAC volleyball to the best of its extent here. I think Jackson Center is now at the top of its rotation now with Ludwig serving.
Well, that's where she started
so,
usually.
Yeah.
So they've got them, let's say, where they want to be. And they've battled back here. It was about a 3 or 4 point lead a little bit ago, and they've traded points, but it's Jackson Center that has gotten a couple consecutive serves here to inch their way back into this. Warmington's attack is picked up. Ludwig will set Kloppenstein. Somebody was in the net. It'll be a kill for Kloppenstein. Anna was in the net. 6 kills in game number 2 for Macy Kloppenstein. 9 in the match. Game point, serving 23. Number 24, Ludwig with 24 points for the Tigers.
Ow.
Attack is in. Boy, big play by Stouter. I thought so.
Yeah, I thought it might have looked out from my angle. I said out a little prematurely, I guess.
Yeah, it was right here in front of us, but I would say the line judge there had some space and had the best angle.
Hey, better view than me. I thought it looked out from my angle.
24-24. Jenkins with a serve. Kloppenstein finds a hole and finds the point, a push shot, if you will.
Yeah, made contact with it now. Double-digit kills for Kloppenstein.
7 big ones, 7 of those 10 coming here in game 2. Her team back to within serving game point now. Game point serving 24. Stouter's attack was picked up. Somebody was in the net.
There's a whistle. Jackson's in the net. Yeah, right call.
Stouter will get the kill.
That's the right call right there. Jackson was in the net. Who are you crediting the kill with?
Stouter.
Stouter.
She was in the front row there. She's the one that now has her 6th kill. Been pretty consistent. 5 in game 1, 6 in game number 2. 25 apiece. Reichert makes that the 26th point for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you can kind of do for it for a while. Had been McKinley Reichert and put her in the left front, you know where the ball's going.
Well, she made him pay. That was a well-struck ball, a lot of velocity on it. Game point serving 25. Paige Guy with the serve. Nice play by Cobb, but Kloppenstein was there. Reichert tries to find a hole. Cobb will set middle. Touch back by the Tigers. Stouter. Kloppenstein's attack played by Ludwig. Attack by Reese, carries out of bounds.
Yeah. Reese, I think, wanted to go to Reichert on that in that left front, but she had to avoid the net there was the biggest thing, so that's why she went back to Presley Reese there in the right front.
26 apiece. Stouter now in the back row. Serves. Reichert with a running start. Good hands by the Rockets. Attack by Reed, picked up by the Tigers. Reichert again. That time untouched and inbounds. McKinley Reichert. 8 kills in game 2.
Just trading blows here, Jeff. Seesawing back and forth.
This has been at least the 3rd or 4th time we've had game point serving. I think 4 because it was 24.
Yeah.
Game point, or it was 24-23, and since then we've just traded serves. 27-26. Barhorse will set Lichtenberg, and she off-speed pitch, if you will, drops. The Tigers take game 2, 28-26. They take a 2-0 lead in the match. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have game number 3, high school volleyball here on NK Telco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to conclusion, Brandon, of a second game that was a really good ball game. 28-26 overtime, free play, if you will, extra time it took the Tigers to win it. But, boy, good battle, back and forth late in the game, good action.
Yeah, that second set was like a 15-round heavyweight bout right there between the Tigers and the Rockets, just seesawing back and forth. Not a lot of mistakes in that game. You credit both sides. A lot of efficiency, especially on the part of the Jackson Center Tigers. I think you were saying during the break, 21 kills. 21
kills as a team. 21 of their 28 points came off of kills. Leading the way in that category. Reichert with 8. Klopfenstein with 7. 4 from Lichtenberg. Quiet assassin.
Yeah, quiet killer.
Right front. You don't think much about her. She had 4 in that game, including the game winner. She had 2 in game number 1, so she's done a nice job. You know who the big 2 are, but she's kind of taken advantage of her opportunity, especially in game number 2, helping her team with that 2-point victory. The Rockets, again, very solid tonight. Or in game 2, likewise, not many mistakes for them. They've only had 5 mistakes in each game, so they played pretty clean. They end the game with 12 kills, leading the way with Stouter with 6. She now has 11 in the match. But now the Rockets, with Stouter attacking here into the net, they face an elimination game. They must find a way to finish it. They had a lead here.
Yeah.
They need to finish it to force a game 4 against a very talented Jackson Center team. Ludwig with the serve down the line. Good play by Cobb. Warbington, that left-handed ability there, able to go on the second contact.
Oh.
There was a little miscommunication as Cobb, though, very, very team leaderish, just kind of nods her head like, hey, we got it,
Yeah.
Didn't.
Ashley Garrett went up to try to get that ball, too.
Yeah, I'm not real sure, but tough break for the Rockets. A quick 2-0 lead, make it 3-0 on the Ludwig service ace. And the Rockets have dug themselves a quick hole, and they regroup here. Again, looks like Cobb doing the talking. And right there is a senior that's been around this sport, if you will. So she's trying to get her team back in groove. And right now they're in a funk. And that's 4 quick ones. Back-to-back serve aces by Ludwig. Ludwig will go to work. And that time the Rockets able to play it cleanly. They go over in a second touch. Reese's contact is picked up by the Rockets. Stouter's attack. Don't think it ever made it. Again, no celebration. So, boy, I know you're upset the Rockets would be losing a nail-biter 28-26. Right now it looks like that loss took a lot of air out of their sails. They really have to find their second wind. And it's going to be a tough task now. A 6-point deficit. 3 service aces for Ludwig. A timeout, precision strip timeout on the court called by Anna. They trail 6-0. We're in game 3 here on NK Telco Sports. Welcome back to Anna. We're in game 3. A great start for the Tigers. They lead in the match 2-0. They're looking to finish it in 3, and what better way to start out the match or the game here with a quick 6-0 lead.
Yeah, and 3 aces, and this is something Jackson failed to do in their first 2 sets is a fast start, and they're looking pretty good here so far.
Cobb will bump it up. Worthington to Reichert. Ludwig this time, and Rock's able to pick up the attack from Ludwig. Guy rolls it over, and it'll be a winner. Paige Guy, her first kill of game 3, and for number 7, and that is the score, 7-0. Ludwig continuing to serve. Ball touched at the net. Tigers would go back to work on offense. And Klopfenstein will get off a couple of hands, and right now everything going correctly for the Tigers. 8-0 the score.
Yeah, and now I have Klopfenstein for 11 kills, and she's rolling as a senior.
Cobb's pass close to the net. Warmington tips it over. Middle attack. Reese touched to the net, played by the Rockets. Attack into the net. And that 28-26 game 2 loss really seems like it took a lot of energy and confidence out of the Rockets.
Yeah, they're not getting that good first touch like they were. You don't really see Jackson Center doing anything really different. It's just the Rockets haven't had that energy here to start, and it's a 10-0 run to start this this third set for Jackson.
Blocked that or never?
I don't think it ever crossed. It hit the tape.
Again, not much celebrating. So 10-0. Ludwig has been very consistent back there in this run for the Tigers. Touch back by Jackson Center. Anna will try to get something to dent the scoring column here. Running it down was Mumaw. And Stouter has been big for the Rockets all night. That's a dozen kills in the match. Much needed.
Yeah,
hopefully it's not too late. They trail by 9.
Just got to chip away here. Don't try to get it all back in 1 point.
There is no 3-point line in volleyball.
No, there is not. Exactly.
Nuts. Jenkins with the serve. Klopfenstein to Ludwig. Reese out of the front. Touched by the Rockets. And tapped over by Garrett. Out of bounds. 5 attack errors. And I mentioned Rockets in game 1, just 5 hitting mistakes. In game 2, just 5 hitting mistakes. And they already have 5 now.
Yeah.
And that's half almost of the Rocket points, or the Tiger points.
Those first 2 sets have been really efficient for Anna.
Stouter able to dance one off the top of the net, and they finally get a break, if you will. The net was generous, and Stouter for 13th kill. Baker's dozen.
Yep.
2 serving 11. Abby George, the libero, puts the ball in play for the Rockets. Guy from the right corner, out of bounds attack. So that's the first hitting error of game 3 by the Tigers, and consecutive serves for the Rockets. You mentioned Brandon, 1 at a time. Well, there's the 1. They need to continue this serving from George. Try to get back into this ball game. They trail by 8. Reese just misses deep.
I thought that was the right call there. That was pretty clear.
It kind of was blocked a little bit. I didn't get a good angle. That's a couple consecutive serves there. So Abby George, still a 7-point lead for the Tigers. Reichert rolls it, picked up by Jenkins. And winning the battle at the net through a couple of Tiger hands with Stouter, and number 3 with 3 kills in game 3.
14 on the match for her.
And just what the Rockets need. Still plenty of time to go. They don't need them all back, but boy, they've started off well, and that was out of bounds, I think. Oh, it was tipped.
Yeah, it was tipped.
Sorry, I saw it hit the net. Reichert will record the kill. 14. 14 kills for number 14. Guy with a serve. Her team up by 7 as number 7 serves. There's an illegal contact. Tough break. About any time we've talked about when it's a non-setter that touches the second ball, usually bad things happen.
Yeah, and that's the first time I think we saw a double hit called tonight. And I think we've maybe seen 3 or 4 in the net violations. Not too many.
You're probably right. Jenkins down balls it over. Reese will catch top of the tape. Attack error. Tigers are third of game 3. 7-point lead for the Tigers. I remember they started out, was it 10?
Yeah.
Was it 10-0?
10-0. Yep.
Okay. Stouter with a serve. Ludwig. Nice set. Boy, that's top-down offense right there. Reichert timed it well.
Yeah.
Give a nice job to Ludwig. That set with the pass was a little bit tight to the net. She was able to get there, and, you know, it's a sense because they have to feel, but they can't touch the net. But she knew where the net was and gave Reichert something to hit. Well-timed. And Reichert took advantage of it, but put an asterisk next to Maren Ludwig on that play for, you know, getting that set in the hitter's wheelhouse.
Lichtenberg in the ball game. Watch out for her if you're Anna.
The ball might have been off or out, but it was touched. And I believe that was number 6, correct?
Yeah, I couldn't see who that was, actually. I was looking at the defense.
Serving now will be Brenna Cobb. 7-point lead. It was 10, so they've shaved a few points off. Cobb pitches to Grace Pranger, and that will be a somewhat of a free ball, but an opportunity here for the Rockets. Swing there by Reed is picked up. The Tigers will roll it over off of the hands of George. That will be a kill for number 5, Kiona Suttles. Her second kill of the match. There's Izzy Jenkins, sorry about that. Thank you, production crew. Austin Ambergy and Scott Robinson helping us with that correction. Set middle, attack, well struck, it'll drop. This time it belongs to number 6. So she now, McPettis that is, with a kill.
She's got 4 now.
4 in the match and still a 7-point lead, but you know, it's with Jackson having 15 and 10 to go, Anna needs to find those 2-point shots or those 3-point shots pretty quick if they're gonna be trading serves. Warbington will carry deep, no touch. Attack error, Rockets, and Brandon's back to 8. Right now, things looking pretty good for the Tigers. Still some distance, some work to be done, but with a veteran underclassmen team, you got to think they have control right now as Settle serves.
Can't be on exact cruise control now.
Nope.
You want to put away the Rockets on their home court, even though you're up 9. This Rockets team is shown to be scrappy as Coach Zumberger takes a timeout.
Timeout on the court, precision strip timeout. You're watching high school volleyball here on NK Telco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times, are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
17-8 on the First National Bank scoreboard here at Anna. My name is Jeff Henson. Alongside me tonight is Brandon Coverman. And Brandon, the first 2 sets were pretty competitive. Jackson Center won 25-20, won the game 28-26. This one has been a little bit less dramatic as a quick 10-0 run by the Tigers have them somewhat in cruise control up by 9.
Yeah, and start off in a 10-0 run, that really helps, and that's really put some distance here between the Tigers and the Rockets.
Well, there's a nice swing, but it goes out of bounds. Tough break for Ava Reed.
And I thought the Rockets might have had a case for saying that the Tigers were over the net.
Oh,
Not even a touch, maybe over the line. Over kind of that invisible line.
Well, you're allowed to go over the net to block it on the 3rd hit. Boy, nice play by Cobb. Couple good saves there by the Rockets to keep it alive, but they can't stop Kloffenstein. Macy Kloffenstein has had a very solid game. I believe, Brandon, that's a dozen maybe? Your record to have
has a dozen. Yep.
Couple aces, a termination block. And serving now is number 5, Kiona Suttles, a 5'6" senior. She's one of 3 seniors. Kloffenstein is a senior, Suttles is a senior, and the libero Grace Pranger is a senior. George with the first touch. Cobb trying to catch him off guard. The 7 versus 7. Brianna Cobb, number 7. But it was Paige Guy, number 7, well aware or recognized the a sneak attack.
Yeah.
And she records the kill.
Yeah, and she just put that away, and all that Anna offense was sucked up, and Guy was able to put that away.
Served by Settles. Anna goes to work. Hit by Garrett, played by Jackson Center. Reichert steps in to serve, or to set. And the unofficial 4th setter on the roster as she gets another assist. And I believe that was Lichtenberg, our silent assassin.
Yeah,
out of
7
right
kills.
Front, having a nice match. Warbington will southpaw it over, picked up by Reichert. And the attack drops for Paige Guy. Guy averaging 1.2 kills per set, now has, I believe, 5 in the match so far, and it's a 14-point lead with just 3 remaining for the Tigers as they, again, seem to be heading in the right direction as that served by Settles out of bounds. A good start for the Tigers in game 3, have them up now by 13. Or not 13. Nice touch by Lichtenberg. Why is my math failing me? It is 13, yes. Klopfenstein, good swing, good power. In for the Tigers, number 11. Aubrey Bird, a 5'4" sophomore. And also the setter, 1 of 3. Call it 4 if you count Reichert sometimes. And to serve for the Tigers, 2 points remaining for them to win the match. A 3-0 is nice save by Warbington.
Ow.
The attack went long out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right call by the line judge, too, right there in front of Kim Metz, and it was long.
Match point serving 9, Marion Ludwig. Warbington sets on the outside to Stouter, and a tough break for her. Good in the net. That is the final score of game number 3, 25-9. The Tigers take care of business in 3 here at Anna. They win the match 3-0, 25-20, 28-26, 25-9. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here and announce our NK Telco player of the game. You're watching high school volleyball on NK Telco Sports.
Households are using more connected devices than ever before. TVs are streaming, smartphones are browsing, security cameras are watching, and virtual assistants are, well, assisting.
You'll need an umbrella today.
As you add more devices, we are constantly improving our technology to deliver the fastest and most reliable internet to your home. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get NK Telco high-speed internet with speeds up to 1 gig. Call 1-888-NK-TELCO today.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area. I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Welcome back to Anna, where the Jackson Center Tigers have come to town and taken care of business. They win in 3 over the Rockets, 25-20, 28-26, and 25-9. Brandon, somewhat, I won't say total domination, but the way Game 3 went, the Tigers really dominated Game 3 and our game end stat numbers.
Yeah, and you talked about it perfectly. The Tigers put away that Game 3, and the Tigers have 44 kills, 8 aces, 5 blocks. You go on the side of the Rockets, girls in green, they had 27 kills, 2 aces, 2 blocks overall. McKinley Reichert, 15 kills, 13 from Kloppenstein. They had 7 from D. Lichtenberg. Some variety there on the kill line there for the Jackson Center Tigers. You look for Anna. Liz Stauder led with 14. You had a couple with 4, and Pettis and Reed, and 3 from Callie Worthington. So, yeah, a tight couple first sets, but like you said, that second set was so tight, it just seemed to, really take the wind out of the Rockets' sail that third set.
Yeah, considering how well that was played, how much energy there was, that Game 3, they just came out and nothing went right. Ludwig served about 9 or 10 times to give them the 10-0 lead. She recorded 3 aces in that run. Really put the game out of reach, and any type of, let's say, upset you thought the Rockets might try to muster up, really squelched right away on a good start by the Tigers to finish Game 3, or start Game 3, win Game 3, and then win the match. So that will drop the Rockets of Anna to 1-3 overall. They'll go to 0-2 in league play. Boy, they lost to Fort Laramie and Jackson Center. What a tough way to start your league off. Jackson Center, they rise to 3-1 on the season. They go to 2-0 in the Shelby County Athletic League. So the squad there for the Jackson Center Tigers looking pretty good, as they have started out very well this season. We have another piece of business we'd like to take care of, and that is our NK Telco Player of the Game. Brandon, we talked about it. Obviously, we had the big hitters with Reichert, Kloppenstein, and even Lichtenberg, but there's a reason those girls got the ability to hit. It's because of
Maren Ludwig, and you can always go with the person that gets the kill. We're going to go with the unsung here as the setter here, Maren Ludwig. No ball handling, errors. She distributed well to her main hitters in Reichert and Kloppenstein. Congratulations, Maren Ludwig, KTLBO Player of the Game.
And she also stepped in at Game 2, had that nice heads-up play where she reported a kill. Being in back row, kind of a loose ball. She saw the right corner, pushed it, and no man's land out there. It dropped, and then she started off Game 3 with the part of that 3 aces in a row during that 10-0 stretch. So her ball handling skills were great. So again, congratulations to Maren Ludwig, our NK Telco Player of the Game. Okay, I'd like to thank our crew tonight. Our cameraman, Mark Fissel. Our director tonight is Austin Ambergy, and Assistant Director Scott Robinson. Our announcers tonight, my name is Jeff Henshin and Brandon Koverman, and also we'd like to announce tonight is Scott Robinson's last game working for NK Telco Sports. I believe it's been 6 years. So we'd like to thank Scott for all of his effort. I've learned a lot from him over the years, and he did a lot of good work for NK Telco Sports. Put our, let's say, our name on the map in a bigger sense. So congratulations to Scott. And then the words of our director from last time, be better, don't suck. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast, and thank you for watching here on NK Telco Sports.